Oh, hello! Hello! I'm actually out of practice recording YouTube videos. This is the third time I've tried to record this video that I'm recording right now. I'm honest. Sometimes I'm too honest. Hello! Thank you. This is Reed, your friendly neighborhood Canadian, and this video is my ranking of the 23 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies from Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3. Starting with Iron Man from 2008 and ending with Spider-Man Far From Home 2019. 23 Marvel Cinematic movies, all connected. Amazing. The fact that Zack Snyder and DC and Time Warner couldn't figure out how to just do that is also amazing. They could have built their own. I mean, yeah, there is a DC Cinematic Universe. As you can see in the background, I'm a DC guy. I'm a DC man. Wonder Woman was fucking awesome. Aquaman was fucking awesome. Shazam was fucking awesome. Deserves more money at the box office. But overall, the DC Cinematic Universe compared to Marvel is a failure. It just is. But when you come to quality of movies, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy is still the best thing we've ever seen, superhero related, comic book related. The Dark Knight's still the best superhero movie of all time. But saying that, Marvel's done an amazing job, and it's just laughable that the idiots at Warner Brothers, DC Films, Zack Snyder, who ruined the DC Cinematic Universe, couldn't figure out how to just do that. The fact that we never got a Ben Affleck solo movie, co-written by Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns, directed by Ben Affleck. Warner Brothers just didn't want to do that. And it was just revealed that apparently it was going to be set in Arkham Asylum. But Matt Reeves, the idiot, and the sparkly vampire, Robert Pattinson. And anyway, thank you for watching. I'm back, recording videos of nonsense from a middle-aged white man Canadian's perspective, who's a man-child. And I'm proud of that. I'm happy. There's posters on my wall. No, they're not in picture frames. Why? They're posters. I'm happy. Just be yourself and be happy. And then don't pretend to be something society wants you to be. Don't get divorced multiple times and have awful life experiences because that's what you thought your parents wanted or your friends wanted or society wanted or Facebook wanted. Live your life. Be happy. Try to be good to people. Try to be nice to strangers. It's really simple. That's all you have to do. As long as you're not hurting anyone, breaking any laws, just be happy. Just be good. Be decent. Be a DC fan. And cry yourself to sleep. But that's okay. I'm a New York Ranger fan, so it's all good. But anyway, I'm wearing an LA Kings old school hat. New Jersey Devils jersey. Yeah, the Taylor Hall trade is still stupid. This is not that. First of all, quick shout out to all of you. Fuck, the list is long. Mark, this is not your list because you like every movie. One day you're going to start hating movies. You're going to grow up. You're going to remember that movies aren't all just, oh, it's pretty good. And you're going to be a man and it's going to be awesome. So hello, Mark, my friend from another fucking country in Vancouver Island. Aaron, Catlin, Austin Jimmy, Jackie, Bruce, Lisa, who might be watching this video, Tori, Charmaine, did I say Jackie? Hello, Jackie. Tony, you could be watching this video. And other random people, London Sea River, you might watch this video. You're actually pretty cool. You're my porn crush, adult film actress crush. So anyway, this is my ranking of the top Marvel MCU movies. Number 1 to 23. Number 23 to number 21. We're going to try to do this in one video. But it might be two. So I reserve the right to make this part A. I'm saying it right now. But I'm going to try to do it in one video. Because I haven't recorded a video in a long time. I'm a little out of practice. Okay. My IMDb list of rankings is updated. The inspiration of this video goes to two people. Catlin, I said his name. Catlin, my roommate, who brought up last night when I was watching Netflix, IGN, horrible website of stupid idiots, came up with a list of their top rankings of the MCU universe movies, and their list is so horrible and atrocious, I had to do my own. And I went on YouTube and saw lots of people were doing rankings, so whatever. I try to be hip. I try to be cool. So here's my list. Because you know what? My 50-odd subscribers might enjoy this. And who knows, maybe people will watch this and go, hey, that Reed guy from Twitter who sometimes tweets weird stuff, he's a good movie guy. Because I know the difference between an entertaining movie and a movie that is good. I can say that movie is well acted, but I hate it. I can say that movie is very good, but I didn't like it. I can say that movie doesn't age over time. And some movies are timeless. Having a good perspective. I can say Zack Snyder ruined the DC cinematic universe, but still say Watchmen, Dawn of the Dead, and 300 are three of my favorite movies of the last 20 years. So I'm not a hater, I'm just a realist. Alright, let's go. MCU. Number 23. This is movie. This movie, I almost got into a fight at the end of this movie when I saw it, opening day. Because I hated this movie. I was so disappointed with this movie. One of the most disappointing movies I've seen in my life. I call this one of the worst superhero movies ever made, and it's the worst MCU movie by a lot. I've only rated it 3 stars out of 10. Iron Man 3. Fuck, I hate this movie. I fucking hate this movie. And yes, the Mandarin twist is stupid. And when you watch the trailers for Iron Man 3, the original trailers, and you saw how good they were making the Mandarin, people wanted a good Marvel villain. Because up till then, honestly, all Marvel had for a good villain was Loki. And I wasn't big on Loki, and I'm still not big on Loki. I think he's internet overrated, like many things. But he was good, well acted, blah, blah, blah. But we needed a good Marvel villain. And the teasers and the trailers for Iron Man 3 looked like Mandarin was going to be that villain. Mandarin is a huge villain for Tony Stark and Iron Man in the comics. He's a big deal. And up to that point, all the villains were Spider-Man villains. And mostly, every Spider-Man villain we got died in every frickin' movie. So it's stupid. Why were you killing good villains? Why would you kill the Green Goblin? Why would you kill Dr. Octopus? Why would you kill Venom back then? Stupid, right? Stupid, stupid, stupid. Anyway, that's why superhero fans are really mad. Yes, the twist was stupid. And when you cast an Oscar winner like Sir Ben Kingsley to play the Mandarin, we were all expecting something magical. That's why Shane Black, overrated hack, Quentin Tarantino is an overrated average filmmaker. Same thing. Racist, blah, 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 every movie. Long dialogue no one ever talks about. And he has a foot fetish, but he likes ugly feet. They're gross feet. That's Quentin Tarantino. You know what Shane Black is? Same kind of thing. Stuck in the 90s. Always has to be a kid involved. Kid, buddy picture. Oh, let's have a kid work with this adult. It's so fun. And it's usually set over Christmas. Shane Black is trash. Iron Man 3 is trash. It's trash. If you like Iron Man 3, cool. Good for you. If you like the Mandarin twist, I feel bad for you and you probably don't read comics. And that's fine. But that's why fans like me and Marvel fans and superhero fans were mad. Because the Mandarin looked like the villain we all wanted. Like a Joker-like villain for the MCU. And we didn't get it. That's why we're mad. And the rest of the movie was garbage. Why is he working with this little kid? This little kid is going to save his post-apocalyptic mental disorder. Ugh. Hate it, hate it. Iron Man 3, number 23, one of the worst superhero movies ever. And yes, the Iron Man trilogy is the worst of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 22 on my list. Compared to Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2 looks like fucking Schindler's List. Iron Man 2, I've rated 6 out of 10. Iron Man 2 by itself is not a very good movie. It introduced Black Widow, gave you more Nick Fury, gave you some S.H.I.E.L.D., teased Captain America's S.H.I.E.L.D., other things, set up other worlds for future MCU movies. Mickey Rourke was pretty good as Whiplash. He was. But the Hammer thing and Hammer Tech, Iron Man 2 compared to Iron Man 3 is amazing. Iron Man 2 compared to every other Marvel Cinematic Universe movie is the second worst movie in the history of Marvel films. Yeah, So, number 22 on my list, Iron Man 2. But hey, it gave us Black Widow, and Scarlett Johansson is smoking hot. And another win in the casting, and gave us lots of Nick Fury. Samuel L. Jackson, amazingly cast as Nick Fury. Number 21 on my list. I apologize for the next couple minutes. This isn't me invoking my white privilege. But Black Panther is the third worst MCU movie they've ever made. I rated Black Panther begrudgingly like a low 7 out of 10. Black Panther had a lot of cool things about it. But you know what wasn't cool about it? The villain, Killmonger, was awful. Awful. Stupid motivation, gangster, gross, cliche bullshit. If you think Killmonger's a good Marvel villain, you need to fucking go educate yourself. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that America's racist. I'm sorry that white America is racist. I'm sorry that United States of America has a problem with black people still in 2019, but that shouldn't affect a superhero movie and the PC agenda of this movie and the hype in the internet. Even South Park addressed it in the last season with Cartman. You can say Black Panther isn't a good movie and not be a racist. Sorry. Black Panther isn't that good. And the third act was awful, and the special effects in the third act were trash. Black Panther, it's insane it won a couple Oscars, and it's insane that it was nominated for Best Picture. PC hype. I'm sorry that America has a problem with black people. I'm sorry that Republicans in the United States voted for Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's your president. But the rest of the world doesn't have to suffer this PC internet bullshit because you guys feel guilty because you don't know how to treat other races. Yes, you, the United States of America. It's sad. PC, man. PC culture. Ugh. And you guys, all you people, you Black Panther whatever, you forgot about Blade. Blade had 3 movies before Black Panther. You want to talk about the first African-American black superhero movie. Probably Blade. Wesley Snipes. Hello. Educate yourself. Don't just buy into that internet hype. And you guys forgot about Spawn 2. So don't give me this racist crap. White privilege, blah, blah, blah. Black Panther is an average movie with an awful villain. And that's saying something. And yes, Michael B. Jordan is overrated. He sucked as Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four movie. There. Rant done. Black Panther. Hopefully Black Panther 2 is much better. Okay. I'm good now. Number 20 on my list. Another PC spin movie that I actually enjoyed a little bit more than I thought. Captain Marvel. But if you're a smart person, superhero cred, nerd, movie cred, movie knowledge, this is also known as Captain Miscast. Brie Larson is 100% the wrong choice to play Carol Danvers, who should be Miss Marvel, but she's Captain Marvel. This super overpowered superhero that they don't even know what to do with now. And the fact that she got her powers accidentally. This isn't Miss Marvel. This isn't Carol Danvers. This isn't someone who is part of the New Avengers or, all that history in the comics. Ugh, Captain Marvel. Give me a break. Captain Marvel. And oh yeah, let's make Captain Marvel Annette Bening. Ooh, woman, PC, yay, woman. Listen, I'm just a superhero fan. I'm a movie fan. I'm sorry that in the real world, superhero writers can't write good female characters. Okay? Besides Wonder Woman. Besides Power Girl. Besides the Huntress and Black Canary. Yeah, most of them are DC characters. I'm sorry also that superhero writers like Stan Lee, may he rest in peace, maybe he was a racist. I'm sorry there aren't very good black superheroes, except in the DC universe. Black Lightning. There's a whole bunch. I could do a list. We shouldn't suffer because those people were either racist, bad storytellers, or couldn't come up with better African American superheroes or female superheroes. Maybe they should do a better job of writing. Just like Hollywood in general shouldn't be remaking everything, shouldn't be rebooting everything. Aside from Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve, Hollywood is out of ideas. I'm cool with superhero movies owning Hollywood, because if Hollywood's gonna fucking remake Back to the Future, fucking RoboCop, fucking live-action Lion King, Aladdin. Give me all the superhero movies in the universe, because I'd rather have 7 superhero movies a year, most of them being good, average, than what Hollywood wants to give us. I don't know how that just transformed on the Captain Marvel thing, but it did. And I'm sorry. Brie Larson, just because you win an Oscar doesn't mean you're good. It means you were good in one movie. There's lots of people who win Oscars that don't deserve it. And Brie Larson might have been amazing in Room, but she's not amazing as Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers in the MCU. She's the worst cast main superhero in superhero MCU history. Captain Marvel, number 20. Number 19, Ant-Man and the Wasp. A great sequel, a sequel we needed after Infinity War, because Infinity War ended on a very dark, depressing tone. People on the internet, IGN, were like, Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't have a lot of value, and the stakes weren't high enough. Okay, listen. People needed a cleansing. People needed to laugh again. Ant-Man and the Wasp was fun, funny, entertaining, had a cool little story, because Ant-Man, was small. But it also introduced the quantum realm, delved more into quantum physics, quantum realm, time travel, blah, 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 which was a huge part of what Endgame was. So, if you're an IGN guy, idiot, or a Collider person, or whatever, and you're saying Ant-Man and the Wasp really didn't do anything, get a life. Without Ant-Man and the Wasp, Endgame wouldn't have happened. That's how important Hank Pym, the Quantum Realm, Scott Lang were. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Number 18. Internet loves this movie. Internet is usually wrong. When internet gives you mass hype like Black Panther, Get Out, PC bullshit, Captain Marvel, right? Oh, women, yay! Thor Ragnarok. I'm coming off a little bitter in this video, and I apologize. I'm really in a good mood. But these Marvel movies really fucking piss me off. Thor Ragnarok. Is it an entertaining movie? Absolutely. Is it maybe the most entertaining Thor movie? Probably. There's a lot of cool stuff in Thor Ragnarok. Did I expect it to be over 2 hours of just non-stop jokes, laughs, some of them good jokes, some of them bad jokes? No. I wasn't expecting to go in to see Ghostbusters, There's Something About Mary, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Trading Places. No, I wanted Thor Ragnarok. I wanted a dark Thor movie where he's battling the goddess of death, Hera, his sister. I wanted stakes. For me, Thor Ragnarok is my least favorite Thor movie. I know it made the most money, but just because a movie makes a lot of money doesn't mean it's good. Avatar. Watch Titanic. Go back and watch Titanic right now and tell me in 1997 Titanic deserved Best Picture over LA Confidential or Good Will Hunting. It didn't. Titanic doesn't age well. Lots of movies don't age well. Thor Ragnarok was entertaining and funny, if that's what you're looking for. And lots of people are. And that's cool. Real life sucks sometimes, thanks to politics and stupid decisions and old white men. But for me, Ragnarok was disappointing because that's not the movie I wanted. It's the most entertaining Thor movie, but it's my least favorite. So that's number 18 on my list, MCU movies. Number 17, the latest and last edition. The ending of Phase 3, technically. Spider-Man Far From Home. Enjoyable. Fun. Mysterio is fucking awesome. Jake Gyllenhaal would have been a great Bruce Wayne. He would have been a great Bruce Wayne if we couldn't have Ben Affleck. Or even John Hamm as Bruce Wayne. For an older Bruce Wayne. Instead, they're going to give us a sparkly vampire. The idiot from the Twilight movies. Fucking Matt Reeves, you're trash. Spider-Man Far From Home. Awesome. Cool. Enjoyable. Funny. Great special effects. Great Spider-Man movie. Tom Holland is fucking awesome. Tom Holland is proving me wrong that I'm okay seeing a high school Spider-Man. I didn't want to see a high school Spider-Man. I wanted to see Spider-Man in his 30s. I wanted to see Spider-Man Civil War Spider-Man. That's the Spider-Man I wanted, personally. But I get it. Marvel, young actor, make lots of movies, make lots of money. I get it. That's okay. Tom Holland is fucking awesome as Peter Parker. I love Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. Marissa Tomei is a MILF. She's fucking hot. My problem with the new Spider-Man thing is MJ. Sorry, that's not MJ. And yes, it's PC casting. Fuck. Why can't you just cast a redhead? Seriously, Everyone else in that movie is ethnic, and that's awesome because the world is multicultural. But really, Mary Jane, not a fan. Don't like the actress. Don't think they have chemistry. Don't get it. Don't get it. I hope in the next Spider-Man movie she gets killed. Her character. That'd be awesome. Anyway, Spider-Man, Far From Home, number 17. Number 16 on my list. Internet hates this movie. That's cool. Internet's wrong. Thor, The Dark World. I didn't mind this movie at all. I didn't mind it. I liked the Dark Elves. I liked the bad guy, even though he was forgettable. I liked the Thor and Loki relationship in this movie. I liked that his mom passed away, died, what it affected them both. I liked Thor. I liked Natalie Portman. I enjoyed this movie. I'm sorry the internet doesn't like it. But thanks to Endgame, it added more importance to the Dark World and made people maybe care about it. And now maybe people will watch Thor the Dark World more and go, hey, this movie doesn't suck as much as we thought. Yes, it was still serious Thor before he became fucking Michael Scott from The Office. That's fine. I like Thor the Dark World. That's just me. I'm Canadian. I'm a New York Ranger fan. That's how it goes. Number 15 on my list. Ant-Man. You want to talk about great Marvel castings? And trust me, I was one of those guys that was like, Hank Pym should be Ant-Man. How come Hank Pym is the original Ant-Man? And blah, blah, blah. Well, you cast Michael Douglas as Hank Pym and make him older, that shuts me up, and that shut me up in 2015. And then you cast Paul Rudd to be Scott Lang. Enjoyable, fun, awesome, heartfelt character. Paul Rudd is killing it as fucking Scott Lang and Ant-Man. Eva Evangelili as the new Wasp. Michelle Pfeiffer as old Wasp. Ant-Man is just awesome, and hopefully they make Ant-Man 3 for Phase 4 or Phase 5 because it deserves it. I loved Ant-Man. Surprisingly fun. In my opinion, Ant-Man's the funniest movie in the MCU. People think Thor Ragnarok is. That's fine. I like Ant-Man. I like that it was a smaller film. Ant-Man, no pun intended. It was a little heist movie, and that's what I like about these movies. They're different than the normal Marvel Cinematic Universe cliche, story, villain, forgettable, blah, 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 get back together. So I like it. Ant-Man's number 15 on my list. I'm going to try to keep this. This is going to be part A, part 1 of 2, part B, part A, part B. I'm sorry. I did my best. Sorry, the PC thing got me. Number 14 on my list, the original Iron Man. This movie set up the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This movie took a risk on Robert Downey Jr., who at the time wasn't a huge star. He had a history, drug problems, well-known, couldn't get insured for the movie, lots of issues, but he nailed it. Iron Man number 1 is a fucking great movie. You think about 2008, The Dark Knight came out, the greatest superhero comic book movie ever made, the movie that changed Academy Awards forever. Iron Man came out, aside from the stupid fucking ending, which we're just going to get into. And then The Incredible Hulk came out. 3 of the best superhero movies around all came out in the same summer. 2008. Iron Man was awesome. My only issue with Iron Man is the ending. I fucking hate the ending. I hate that he's like, Tony Stark revealed to the world he's Iron Man. Don't buy it. Didn't like it. Still don't like it. That moment ruined it for me. As a comic book reader, as someone who grew up collecting Iron Man and stuff, he didn't reveal his identity for a long time, as far as I know. And then when he had an alcoholic problem in the comics, he got Rhodes to cover for him as Iron Man in the Avengers multiple times. When Tony Stark was getting drunk, lost in the bottle, Rhodes, who later became War Machine, obviously, pretended to be Iron Man in the comics. He never, sound equipment could alter his voice, but he pretended to be Tony Stark in the Avengers, and then he joined the West Coast Avengers pretending to be Tony Stark while Tony Stark was drunk, getting rehab, alcoholic, whatever. I remember in West Coast Avengers comic, Hawkeye was like, "You're not Tony Stark, what the hell?" Because they thought it was Tony Stark. They thought they got the original founding member of Iron Man to be in the Avengers, and they didn't. Anyway, if he wouldn't have revealed his identity at the end of Iron Man, better movie, 4-star movie, 4.5-star movie. But that ending took me out of it. So everything else about Iron Man was pretty cool. Jeff Bridges setting up the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The fact that Iron Man killed people, terrorists, foreign people in that movie, people died, it had stakes. It was a serious, awesome start to the MCU. And one of the best superhero castings of all time is Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Iron Man. Fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Anyway, this is the end of part 1. Ending with Iron Man. Number 14 on my list. I'm going to do part 2 because this video is almost at 25 minutes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Give me your list. Part 2 coming up. Cheers.